Well, hey, I'm back on the camera. And this time I'm not in my apartment getting ready to run to the airport. For once, I'm already at the airport. Fooled ya. No, that's not fooling. I don't know. It is 5:43 a.m. I woke up at 3:45 to get here on time. Turns out, had zero traffic. Spent about 3 minutes in the security line. All was well. I'm very guilty of that millennial. I am so ready for the security line. I've already got my liquids out. I've already got my water bottle empty. Please be proud of me mentality. So zipped right through it. And I've just picked up, I'm not even that hungry, but I picked up fromage blanc, like a yogurty, not quite yogurt, but a yogurty thing, and a little pastry. It's like a donut. Sweet treat. There's a TikTok channel that I've been seeing a lot, and he goes like, look at today's sweet treat. He's not even German, but it's funny. I'm delirious. I haven't even said where I'm going yet. My God, I'm going to Cyprus because I had 4 days off in a row, and I figured, and I had a flight voucher, and I figured 1 + 1 = 2. So now I'm going to Cyprus. It's also because like I'm working over the holidays. It's December, by the way. I'm working over Christmas, basically. Not on the 25th, but like a lot of the days surrounding it. And so I figured if I'm going to be working for the holidays, I should take a pre-holiday holiday. So that's the plan. I do not know what to expect at all. I've done no research. All I've booked is my flight and my hostel. And I figured out that there's a shuttle from the airport to the city that I'm staying in. Nicosia? Nicosia? I don't know how to pronounce it. I should probably find that out. That's it. Everything else is discovery. But I'm gonna try to sleep on the plane. So I have two flights. I'm flying first to Warsaw, and then from Warsaw to Larkana, which is the airport in Cyprus, and then surviving. I think I'll get to my hostel maybe like 5 p.m. Hopefully I'll have energy to wander around. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna eat. Bye. Bon voyage. Hours later, I've put on eye makeup. I have then like teared up on the plane because of the pressure and all that, so might be smudged a little bit. Let's not talk about that. I'm in Cyprus. Ooh, look. Cyprus. Oh, look. There's a reflection of me in Cyprus. Here it is again. The airport in Larnaca Airport. And I have just purchased a ticket for the shuttle to go to Nicosia, the capital city, the place where I'm staying, but it's not for another 45 minutes. I just missed. They come at like 4:45 every hour, and I got here at like 3:50. No, not 4:45 every hour. They come at 45 minutes every hour. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I'm just gonna sit outside a little bit. I'm really glad that I thought to bring food with me. I have a PBJ, and I picked up a couple sneaky snackies at the airport in Paris, and I haven't really eaten lunch yet. I haven't eaten a whole lot since the fromage blanc and the donutty thing this morning at like 5 a.m. So my stomach is talking to me. It is an hour ahead. It's like 4 p.m. here, so my brain feels like it's 3 p.m. It's complicated. Okay, I have no idea how much I'm going to be able to do today. I am very tired. I'm getting one of those, like, I'm so tired I'm getting a headaches. But we'll see. We'll see what I muster up energy-wise. I think for now I'm just going to sit a little bit and be in the sun. And I definitely don't need this anymore. This is retired, at least for today. It's like 20 degrees Celsius here right now. But the next couple of days it's supposed to be kind of rainy and slightly cooler and all that. So maybe this will come back. Who knows? Okay, I'm in Cyprus. Well, I've been in Cyprus. I'm in Nicosia. Nicosia? I don't know how to pronounce it. I should really figure that out. It's dark, so there's not a whole lot to see in this street. It's the street. I'm not in the like historical old town or whatever. I'm kind of in like residential Nicosia, which is fine. And I took a shuttle from the airport, but then that dropped me like 3 kilometers away from where I needed to be for the like to actually get to my hostel. Like the drop point was not where I thought it was going to be, so I ended up taking a taxi from the drop point to the hostel. Oh well, now I'm there, checked in, and I get into the room, a private room. Why didn't I film it? I'll show you when I get back. Get into the private room and realize that I do not have the right plugs or adapters. I do not have the material to plug electronics into the wall to juice them. I have the EU ones, and I guess here they use the UK ones. So I had a little search for electronics store, and I found one that's open after 6 p.m. It's currently 6:15, 6:10. Yeah, so I'm gonna go there, try to get myself an adapter, and then maybe something to eat. I'm definitely gonna be going to bed early tonight. I'm so tired. Okay, I think I need to keep going that way a little bit more. Ooh, yay! Nicosia Explorsia. That was bad. Bag secured. Plug secured. Pluggy bag secured. I literally was walking up and down the shop like for 10-15 minutes. Could not find anything. Went all the way into like washing machines. Maybe they have a little like side end cap about plug adapters, but whatever. I ended up asking someone and he walked me over there in about 0.3 seconds. So that's fine. I can be the oblivious. Know nothing. But now that's done. And I seem to be wandering around like modern shopping central. There's a lot of like galleries and clothing shops. I saw Max Mara. No, it's right there, Max Mara. You don't need to see it. But they're really decking themselves out for Christmas, which is kind of funny to think. Like, this is the warmest place that I've ever been for Christmas, or at least in December. I won't be here for Christmas. But it's like maybe 16, 15 degrees right now, Celsius. It's up to 21. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that warm in winter. This is kind of weirding me out a little bit. I guess in a good way? I don't know. Anyway, I walked by a, it looks like a grill, like a Greek grill kind of thing, and I don't know if they are open, but if they are, I might just go there for food, because I can feel myself starting to wind down. I am struggle bus. The bus is the struggle, and I am it. See, that didn't make sense, because I'm struggle bussing. Yeah, onward. I think it's that way. Oh no, am I lost? It's open! It was open! And I ordered! And I got food! I got just like a mixed planche? I don't know how to say it. Like a mixed grill plate. Halloumi, vegetables, various meat stuffs, pita bread, seasoning salt, sausage. Good morning. What's today? Wednesday morning. I am rested this time. I slept, and I realized that I didn't make a okay end of day clip, which it's kind of par for the course, unfortunately. But yeah, I got back to the hostel at like maybe 8:30, something like that, and tried to stay awake a little bit longer just so I wouldn't wake up at 4 a.m. Eventually did crash out, and woke up at woke up at 6, and then woke up again at 7, and then woke up again at 8, and finally got out of bed at like 8:30. Had a little cup of tea on the, why didn't I film it? Because the camera was in my room. Doesn't matter. I'll try to catch it later. But there is a little like terrace balcony connected to the hostel with a bunch of like lawn furniture. So I just kind of sat out there and read for a little bit. And now I am heading to the old town. And I'm seeing the first sights of Cyprus, of Nicosia, in the daylight. Because by the time I got here last night, it was all dark. And I'm still in kind of residential area. But maybe in the next like 10-ish minutes or so, I'm going to get to, no, probably more like 20 minutes. It's like a 40-minute walk from my hostel, but that's okay. We're going to earn our halloumi today, all the baked feta. Yeah, just see what today, my plan for today, don't have one fully sketched out, but we'll probably, I found like a self-guided tour route online. I tried to find a walking tour, but there were none available for today. I think maybe in the off season they only do them on the weekends. And it's Wednesday, so no luck going. But I found like a self-guided thing, and it starts like literally the other side of Nicosia. So I'm going there now. I'm gonna see some of the big places that are on the maps, and then kind of decide what to do from there. Might cross over the green line. I don't know how possible or feasible that is. I don't have my passport, so if there's a customs check thing, which I believe there might be, then I'll have to do that another day. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm just randomly walking by an orange tree. And I mean, I won't do it, but I'm super tempted to just kind of like take one. I won't. Private property, but still. Well. I find a park with a fountain. I am magnetically drawn to water. It's time and tested. It is also like, it's like, I don't know, 17 degrees Celsius right now. This is a little too much for me. I might have to take off the coat. Wait. There is a cage here. And in this cage, there are things moving around. Not children. It's not a child cage. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, these are peacocks. These are little peacocks. Just kind of vibing. Hi. Hi, friends. You having a good day? Good morning. Look, there's one right there. This is really bad resolution through the fence. Look at him walking around. Hi. Hera must be proud of you. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Bye. I mean, look at them. They're just vibing. Oh, there's one on the roof. Oh, that's intimidating. And then there's, well, we won't talk about them. This is really challenging my knowledge of Greek letters. Ironi, Gagarni? I don't know. I really should have practiced Greek letters before I came here. But there's a guy in a helmet. Oh, Yuri Gagarin? Oh, the astronaut. Oh, wait, Russian? All right, I think we're getting to the real deal. Older Nicosia, which I found out is also called Lefkosia. I guess maybe that was the local name, something. This looks like a fortress wall. And then just a bit further up is supposed to be the Paphos Gate. It's kind of the entrance, one of 3 entrances into the city. I'm reading this off of like a historical site. Paphos Gate. It's built by the Venetians. Also known as the Gate of San Domenico, because it replaced an earlier gate of the, Frankish walls. The Franks were here. La la la. During the British occupation, part of the walls between the gate and the bastion was demolished to create a new opening. Well, typical British. But I believe it's just down here. Nobody's coming up behind me. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I feel like I'm going off course here a little bit. This must be a church. Yep, there's a cross. This is... What church are you? Let's see. Please, no parking. Okay. Latin Catholic Church of Cyprus. Okay. I'm not going to go inside because I don't have the right head covering. And I think that's important. But now we've seen it. Okay, so Google Maps is telling me to go straight on. I cannot. They clearly do not want me to go there, so I'm going to have to backtrack and find a way around. Oh boy. Oh, that's the gate. You see the arch? Wait. Yeah, I think that's the gate. At least that's what's on the TripAdvisor website. Very cool. Okay, so as it turns out, I needed my passport to get to the gate. That is the start of this like walking tour thing. And at this point I was like 25 minutes into my 40-minute walk. So I was a little frustrated, and I turned around to go back to the hostel, and I thought maybe I'll flag a taxi to get there and then cut that time. It's not the walking, it's just like the time spent. But didn't see a taxi, or at least one that was free, and I ended up like walking to the Cyprus Museum. Literally happened upon the Cyprus Museum. So I went inside and saw some of the, it's a lot of like the architectural, not architectural, archaeological discoveries, things that they got from like the 10th century BCE. I'm not going for the Christian version, we're going for the worldwide version, BCE. And like the sculptures and the Bronze Age and the blown glass and all that. It was really cool. Who are you? You are. Of course you're here. And now I'm gonna probably. Oh, this is their garden, by the way. Lovely. Now I'm probably gonna keep heading back to the hostel because it is almost lunchtime, and I really didn't eat that much for breakfast. I had like one of those little pastry things that I got in the on one of the flights here yesterday that I wasn't hungry for then. Doesn't matter. So when I go there, there's a bakery right next to the hostel. I might grab like a sandwich or something and then go charge up my phone because I'm at 72% and I'd rather be at 100 when I leave officially. Might sit on the terrace again, just be in the sun, and then we'll go for take two. Okay, I'm back at the hostel. I stopped in the bakery. Oh, look, a little barbecue looking thing. They must host events in the summer. Or it's all for show, who knows. But lovely little terrace thing looking out into the city. And I'm just gonna sit up here and have my little lunch. I got a couple, like, pies. This is a spinach pie. I don't know if I'm allowed to call it spanakopita, probably. This is a chicken pie. I also got, it's got an orange honey cake, but I don't know if I'm going to be hungry enough to eat it. So I'm going to start with these, and we'll see. And then probably try to head back out, because it is, thank you, locals. It is supposed to start raining at some point this like afternoon, evening. I'd like to make the most of it. But I need to sit before I walk another hour and a half. Okay, so bit of a hiccup. On my weather app, I should know never to trust that weather app. It said that the rain wasn't going to start until like 8 p.m. like 2:30 now. And it started raining pretty much the second that I left the hostel to come back into town. But it's a pretty light rain. Nothing egregious, so stuck with it. Heading back into the old town. I think I'm pretty close to the border crossing, the green line. I'm not 100% sure that I have to cross it, but if it's not an issue, it doesn't like get me super interrogated, then I figure why not, you know, check something out. I think to go a little bit more this way, but I'm not going to film anything close to the police because I feel like that's taboo. Okay, Turkish Republic of Cyprus. Here it is. Okay, I'm not going to lie, that was nerve-wracking. I had to go through 2 customs checks. One, I guess, the Greek side and one the Turkish side. And then I get in and see like the demilitarized like blank zone with like the red lines all around it. I'm taking out my phone to like figure out my Google Maps to get around, and this guy shouts at me, "No photos, no photos." I was like, okay, I'm not taking photos. And then I tried to like walk along the rest of the square to find the other exit, and I couldn't find it, so I ended up just like coming back out the front way I didn't take a lot of images because the guy who shouted at me made me nervous. So I took one very surreptitious like video inside. And now I'm back out, and I'm going to try to figure out another way to get to the gate. Google Maps clearly just doesn't understand. Google Maps was telling me to walk literally right along the demilitarized line, where no one is allowed to go. So, fuck you, Google. Oh goodness, after about 4 hours, I am pretty much at the starting point of this walking tour. That must be it, the gate off in the distance. I can tell that this is one of the areas that's meant to look traditional, like brightly colored houses, the stone work. It looks very well kept. Not a bad thing. Okay, so stop 1, Famagusta Gate. Marks one of the entrances into the city, so way on the other side of the city from where my hostel is. But apparently the gate was built in 1567, reading this off Wikipedia, by the Venetians, and then the Ottomans reinforced it in the 1800s, and supposedly the Ottomans only allowed, Turks to cross through on horseback. Only Turks were allowed to pass through the gate on horseback, while Christians and foreigners were obliged to walk. Although that says citation needed, so grain of salt. Okay, stop 1, achieved. Alright, I believe this used to be a moat for the fortress wall, and a moat, and then they turned it into a park. It's a very long park. I've seen this a few times in Europe. There's one in Valencia. I got a bad sunburn there once. And our next stop is that white thing in the distance over yon. It'll take me like a minute to get there. Okay, stop number 2. This is the Liberty Monument, commemorating the Cyprus's independence from British colonial rule in 1960. Up top is Liberty, flanked by Cypriot statues, fighters, clergy, civilians, and in the middle they are releasing people who were imprisoned. Like so, like that. And is a significant symbol of Cyprus's national pride and resilience. Boy, howdy. Okay, stop 3, St. John's Cathedral. For St. John the Theologian. Constructed in 1662 on the site of a former Benedictine monastery. Features a mix of Byzantine and Orthodox architectural elements. Ooh, that looks like the remnants of a Gothic gargoyle. That one too. Interesting. Inside, visitors can view detailed frescoes and icons depicting saints in Christian theology and the life of St. John the Theologian. Okay, here's a twist. As I'm walking from stop whatever to stop the next one, just left St. John's Cathedral and I saw a little souvenir shop and I thought, oh yeah, I should go in and look at souvenirs because I need to find a Christmas ornament thing. And they didn't really have anything Christmas ornamenty, but I was the only person in the shop. There was this old grandpa, like 80-something years old. Actually, I don't know, I'm not really good at gauging age. But sweet old man, I walk in, he goes like, oh, hi, where are you from? Oh, that's nice. Do you want something to drink? On the house, on the house. I can give you beer, I can give you like orange, I can give you lemon with water. And I was like, really, I don't need anything. He's like, yes, 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 you're a guest, please have some. So he like gave me a glass of like, not quite Orangina, but like similar. And then kind of like looking at all of his stuff, and he was really, really proud about these hand-stitched placemats. And I was like, he's such a cute old man. So I bought 2. And a table runner. I'm gonna go away from the noise a bit, but yeah, sweet old man totally hoodwinked me into buying some souvenirs. But he gave me a discount. Altogether, it was supposed to be $75, and he let me have it for $60. Let me have it. He convinced me for $60. But you know, it's fine. it's a nice, you know, like whenever I live in my beautiful like country house, that can be my table setting. Okay, stop number 4 is the Omerye Mosque. Originally built in the 14th century as an Augustinian church and then converted a couple times. Beautiful. Love that tree in the middle. It's giving me like Gondor vibes. Okay, stop number 5, the Faneromeni Church. It was built, is the oldest, it's one of the original, one of the most significant Greek Orthodox churches, originally built in 1872. Houses the tomb of the Archbishop and other prominent Cypriot clergy who were executed by the Ottoman rulers in 1821 during the Greek War of Independence. Yikes. Named after Phaneromeni, which means revealed. Very good. Oops, I was drifting. Sorry, I was reading at the same time. Revealed. Okay, stop 6. This is Ledra Street. Ledra. I've actually been here a couple times already. This is where the crossing over into the Turkish part of the city is, somewhere around here. I'm not going to go through that again. That's enough. But this is kind of the main like market street kind of shopping. Lots of, oh look, Tony and Guy, hairstylist. Give you an idea of the vibe here. Okay, stop 7 is Eleftheria Square. I'm not going to go all the way down there because the rain is getting worse, but there it is. It's a lovely little square, and I'm seeing like the cypress trees. Well, my phone died, so, my camera died, so I'm just mentioning like the cypress trees right there, and I'm just now realizing I'm looking at cypress trees in Cyprus, and that is pleasing. Anyway, I think I might go and maybe sit somewhere here and get a coffee. No, I think I just want to go back to the hostel. This is a lot. Camera is charged. We're back to camera. And it is now like 4-ish hours later. The second I started filming the square, it was just pissing down rain, like so much that there were bubbles in the puddles kind of thing. It was really unpleasant to be walking in. My bag was getting soaked and the rain was like splashing up from kind of as I was walking. Whatever was gathering at the ends of my umbrella spokes was like splashing back at me, so wasn't staying dry. I was just getting a little bit miserable, so I decided to come back to the hostel. I was originally going to take a taxi at one point, but then I went to a taxi stand and nobody was there, so I ended up having to walk the 25 minutes back to the hostel. Good news is, though, silver lining, I am currently at, gotta tap, I want a great angle. I want to keep it at this angle. No, we don't. Currently at 24,000 steps. So, and I, honestly, I came back to the hostel. I made myself a cup of tea to try to warm up, but there's not really a common space to sit here unless we're talking about the terrace outside, and it was just cold and drippy. So, the second I finished my cup of tea, I came in my room, laid down under the blankets to warm up. Whoops, I fell asleep. Obviously, what was I thinking? I knew it was going to happen. And then I woke up a little while ago and decided that I was hungry. I was originally thinking about walking back to the tavern thing that I found last night to do a different kind of Greek meal thing, traditional Greek food, but my shoes are still quite wet and it's unpleasant to walk in them. So now I've got them hanging out underneath my heater. Poor book. Got a little bit, not too bad, just the corners of some pages, so I've got it warming up on the heater. But I did kind of get my shoes on, thinking I'll see how bad it is walking in these, and then I'll decide where I go. And put the shoes on. I was I'm only going to the bakery and back up here, and then they're coming back off. So I went to the bakery again. I'm gonna have bakery food twice in a row. Although, the thing is, though, I got there by the end of the day, so anything that had been in the cases, individually labeled, had been sold down, and they kind of condensed everything together on a couple of shelves. So I got a couple of mystery pastries. I got another pie-looking thing, but it's not the same shape as the one I got earlier, the chicken and mushroom one. So hopefully it'll be different. And then a few various minis. And I tried to get a couple that looked like they had vegetables in it, just for variety. that's dinner tonight, and then I still have my orange pie that I didn't eat from lunch. And I also got, they had a little like grocery store in the back. I'll have to try to film it if I go back tomorrow. But they had a little like grocery store shelf in the back, so I got a couple pots of yogurt for breakfast tomorrow and Thursday. And I also got a little box of baklava. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be eating orange pie and baklava in one night. That would be a lot of sugar. But I figured one for tomorrow morning, one for Thursday morning. It'll keep. So I'm kind of setting myself up for breakfast. Also, in my wanderings around, I went into a different souvenir shop to try to find a more typical Christmas ornament replacement souvenir. You know how I do. And I found this. It is Aphrodite, goddess of love, who is said to have been born off the coast of Cyprus. And I've decided that finding this thing as my souvenir from Cyprus is also my sign that my activity for tomorrow, my other full day in Cyprus, is to go to the city of Paphos, which is more on the coast. I looked it up. It's a couple-hour bus ride, which is kind of long, but it'll be fine. I'm not staying in Nicosia. It's going to rain all day tomorrow, too, and apparently closer to the southern coast, the rain's going to clear out as of like mid-morning. So I'm going to go down there. It's like an I keep wanting to say architectural, archaeological place, lots of history there. Probably won't spend more than a few hours, but I figure walk around the village, see what's what, have a meal, come back. Anyway, I think because it's still raining out, I don't really see myself doing anything else today. And even if I did, I would have to walk at least 20 minutes to go somewhere, and I'm just a little bit beat. So I think tonight is going to be, it's like 8 p.m., 8:30. Tonight's probably just going to be me watching YouTube. Sorry I'm boring. Sorry the weather is keeping me boring. I'm going to officially, well, you know what, no. I'm going to taste a couple of these things just so I can say I know what they are. Oh! That's not what I was expecting. It's like beef. But there's cinnamon in it. It's hard to say. Okay, and then this one looks vegetable-ish, like spinach-ish. Spinach-ish. Okay, that's good to know. Got those there. And then the big one is mystery pie. Mystery pie here. Oh, I'm gonna get flakes on the floor. Sorry, guys. Well, I just got pastry. I think it's cheese. I think it's so attractive. Everybody out there who likes a mukbang, this is for you. I think it's cheese. Okay. I can have this for dinner. Oh, there's definitely some mint in there. Okay. I feel like I'm doing a little bit of the tour of Greek pastry, savory pastry. It's all fun. So I guess this is officially me ending out the vlog video or something. Hopefully tomorrow won't be as dripping. Good morning! It is Wednesday morning. Loud car goes by me. The sun is back. Although I don't want to talk about it anymore because I don't want to jinx myself. Let's see. I'm holding my camera in my watch hand. It's like 9:30-ish. No, 9:40? 9:41. And I am making my way to the bus stop to hopefully get on a bus to go to Paphos, which is I think I said it yesterday, it is oh, there's a big puddle, hold on. It's a coastal city. And there's like an archaeological, not architectural, archaeological, like, park that you can walk through. And I'm hoping to see a couple like connections to like mythology figures. Apparently there was a cult of Aphrodite there. And the only unfortunate thing is that the bus to go to Paphos is 2 hours long, maybe 2.5, depending on how many stops they do. And it's going to be another 2 hours to come back. So all in all, I'm going to be able to spend like maybe from like lunchtime to about 5 or 6 p.m. there. But better than nothing, I suppose. Get out of, I don't really know anything else to do in Nicosia today, so wanted to get out and do something. I do have my umbrella, just in case. I do have my raincoat, just in case, but it's supposed to be nicer on the coast. So I guess like another 5-ish, 10-ish minutes, probably 10-ish minutes from the bus stop. The bus leaves at 10, so it should be good. Should be good. Made it to the bus. One-way ticket. Couldn't buy a round trip. So I'm going to have to pay attention to where we get off the bus so I can make sure I need to buy another ticket. And I might need to take out some cash because not a lot of places do card here. Good to know. But settle in for a couple hours of road. Oh, that's Aphrodite's rock. Off the bus, and we are in Paphos. And you know how I know we're in Paphos? Because I'm off the bus, but also there's the sea. The sea is there, we can see the sea. Okay, down to business. It is like 12-ish, it's 12, more or less. And I'm hungry. So I might try to find somewhere not close to the water, because I feel like that's going to be mega touristy. I mean, I feel like this whole town is pretty touristy. Like, look, I'm literally standing next to a Cafe Nero. So, but I'm going to try to find somewhere to eat. Maybe be in the sun a little bit. Am I going to come home with a tan? Probably not. And then start to make my way down closer to the water just to see what's up. I kind of have it in my head. I either need to be back at the train station for the 4:30 bus or the 6 p.m. bus. Because that means that I won't get back so late to Nicosia that I won't be able to eat dinner. It kind of depends on how much there is to do in Paphos and how sluggish I am in moving around. But first things first is definitely going to be lunch. I have found a place. I am awaiting the main. I am within view of the water. The water's right there. I've got my book. Now seems as good a time as any to do my semi-regular check to see if I still don't like olives. I almost like it. I don't like it. I wish. The brine is good. There's something about, I don't know. At least I have pita with seasoning on it that I like. Jesus Christ, look at the size of this plate. This fish is as big as my hand. Okay, well, bon app, I guess. Okay, my bad. I completely forgot to film this before I tucked into it, but I got a baklava. And usually it's supposed to come with ice cream, but I just asked no ice cream. I didn't realize that there would also be fruits involved, and I must say this is a delightful addition. It kind of cuts, like there's very, very tart things here, and it kind of cuts through the sweetness of baklava. The only thing is, cut through this part, okay. I can't really, can't get through the bottom layer, so I'm going to have to like roll it up like a cigarillo. At the end, syrup-soaked cigarillo. That sounds like a one-man play. Okay, completely unplanned. I did some more souvenir shopping. Oops. But I figured this is also my some of my Christmas gift shopping, so it's okay. My bag will just be extra heavy going back to the airport. Oops. But I got a bunch of, let's see if I can hook here. Well, now they're all wrapped up, but bowls, little like trinket bowls kind of thing, and they're hand painted inside, and they're very lovely. I got a couple for me and a couple for other people, and also a couple like olive oil soaps kind of thing, because, you know, Cyprus. But now that I've eaten, that's the restaurant I was at, by the way, I'm going to start making my way down to the harbor and see if I can go to the ruins sites. And I am realizing that it is currently not showing me what time it is. It's 2 o'clock, almost on the dot, 2 o'clock. It's a bit ambitious to be back at the train station at 4:30, I think. So I'm going to have to aim for the 6 p.m. bus, which is fine. Totally fine. Because I think it'll be nice to spend some more time here in the sun. See this right here? This is what happens when you're so distracted by all of these cacti, growing on the wall that you forget to watch where you're stepping, and you walk right into a mud patch. I almost bit it right on the ground. Might have broken my neck in Cyprus, but I didn't, and now my shoe looks amazing. Jumping in later on in the day to explain a little bit about Aphrodite's rock. It comes from the Aphrodite myth, that kind of one of the creation myths. At first there was chaos, and then there was the earth, Gaia, and the sky, Oranos, and they mated as the sky somehow touches the earth, and had a bunch of children called, like, the Titans, including Kronos. But Kronos wanted to overthrow his parents and be the supreme ruler, so he didn't really go after his mother too much, as far as I recall, but he killed his sky father and cut his balls off. I mean, I'm sure he did other stuff, but part pertaining to Aphrodite, cut his balls off. The balls fall from the sky into the sea, and with the churning of the waves and the sea foam and, you know, the testes kind of becoming a big sea soup, Aphrodite is born out of the waves, supposedly right next to the rock along the coast of Cyprus. Which rock exactly? I don't know. But that's supposedly the birthplace of Aphrodite, is like right down there. And I saw it kind of by happenstance on the way to Paphos. There's no way that I'm going to be able to get there by myself. It's like a good 20 kilometers away from here, and I have no car, but I'm just happy that I saw it out of the bus window. So there's that info and background. Okay, Tombs of the Kings. Although, UNESCO, hello. Although I read that this site wasn't actually for kings, it would have been for, like, noblemen, but still, I'm sure they all see themselves as kings anyways. It's fine. There we go. Pause to read. This is what it looks like above. Okay, there's a tomb. It feels spooky. Oh god, if Arnold Vosloo jumps out of any of these holes, I'm going to be really upset. The steps back up. Those steps are treacherous. It's giving me elephant graveyard vibes. I mean, I guess it is a graveyard. Awkward. Okay, I have come way away from the tombs. Oops. But there's the sea. Is that a boat? Way off in the distance? Because, I mean, it must be a freighter. Wait, right there. It must be a freighter, but in this light, the coloring, it kind of looks like a shipwreck. Or, like, it's almost a shipwreck. I don't know. I've been reading too many fantasy stories. Pig. Like, tall. Those children's tombs. I don't know. And I think these were for offering. Oh, spooky. Spooky, spooky. If we go up, here. Oh, these stairs are treacherous. Ooh. Peculiarity of Cyprus to bury people so close to the coast Because I feel like you'd be putting yourself, well, you'd be putting your loved ones even more exposed to the elements. Totally guessing. But I mean, damn. This seems like a trap. This right here, this open staircase down into a very dark hole, that seems like a trap. And you know what? If I didn't have a flight tomorrow, I might fall into it. But I gotta be smart. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there are cats literally everywhere. Even in a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you find a kitty. Hello, kitty. I won't touch you, because consent. This site feels way more like a collection of tombs. It feels like an entire city. There's walls and rooms, stairs. The dead don't need stairs, do they? Okay, so it says that this one is a Dorian style tomb. Dorian columns are a little bit less frilly, like no ornamentation at the base. The Acropolis is Dorian style, I guess. And they said that inside, in the base, there is a well, and the well was the method of transportation from here on Earth down to the underworld, because there was the river. It didn't say the river Styx, it said a different river. What was it? The river Acheron. Acheron. Hermes would send souls that had paid their way with a coin down to the underworld via the river Acheron that would flow through the well, which is wacky cool. Alright, Dorian tomb. It's all kind of flooded, so I'm not going to go in the middle. This is another one of the tombs, and the description on the QR code said, "This is a very large tomb." And I'm inclined to agree. It's very large. There's also another well there, I think. And I'm not going to go into it because it's massively flooded. Okay, I got an answer about why this feels more like a city than a cemetery. So it's called the Necropolis, literally the city of the dead. And one of the explainer plaques said that some of the tombs were designed to resemble the people's homes while they were alive. So some of them really, really look like houses, outposts, and all of that, because I guess they were a bit resistant to change. My brain is doing a special thing. See, it says, what letter is that? It's not the tap, 345, and then tomb 678. My brain totally thought that 345 was the Greek version of 678 before I realized they just had to break the 35678 up in 2 lines. Girl, you have a master's, for God's sakes. Alright, archaeology is done. I've come back to the water. I don't really have a plan necessarily. I've decided the 4:30 bus is a little too ambitious because it is 3:50. So I'm just gonna find like a bench or a seat or something and just bask for a bit. Commit this to memory. This is the last Cyprus sunset that I will be seeing for a while at least. Maybe in the future, who knows, but I'm leaving tomorrow. So I'll see the sun tomorrow, but the sunset, that's something else. Anyway, it's about to start getting darker here, and I don't see a whole lot of lighting possibilities, so I'm going to start making my way toward the bus station. Might stop somewhere along the way to get like a drink, because I still have like a little over an hour before I would need to be back. But yeah, goodbye, sun. Those are totally goats. Just vibing. There's 1, 2, 3. Focus. Look at those goats. Hi, goaties. Okay, I have been going uphill for the last 20 minutes, and I'm totally out of breath. And I'm justifying this walking break by observing these Christmas decorations that are so not appropriate for this climate. Okay, beach umbrella, sure. But like, what sleigh is gonna work on grass? I love you, Cyprus. Oh my god, so sweet. Oh, Christmas music market. I have time to sit and listen. your days be merry and bright. White Christmases. I don't think that's going to be happening here, but go off, Cyprus. Okay, here's a funny little bit of, it's not irony, but just something I noticed. By the way, my cheeks are very red because I just walked uphill for like 40 minutes, but now I'm at the bus station. The bus is right there. But before I get on the bus, because it's not leaving for another like half an hour, I got here early. Wanted to be sure. But we're not allowed to eat on the bus, and I have an eaty thing. It is a Polish chocolate bar, and just kind of going through the cycle of like, I'm from the US, I live in France, I'm currently in Cyprus, and I'm about to eat a Polish candy bar. It's weird how life stacks things on you sometimes. Anyway, we'll nibble. Well, I can't actually get to it. It's essentially a Kit Kat. It's nice. Okay, I am back in Nicosia. I didn't film any of the bus trip because it was dark, really dark. Like, hardly any street lights lining the highway, kind of dark, so you look out the window, it's pure black. So I just binged a bunch of podcasts and sat. I think I fell asleep at one point, but only for like 15 minutes. It's okay. And now I'm back in Nicosia, and I'm going back to that like tavern that I was at I think I said already. I'm just going to go back to that tavern to I want to get baked feta. That's one thing that I know for sure I want to get there. Everything else, we'll see. But that might be the end of my activities because I'm tired. Been walking around a lot the last couple of days, and it's chilly, and I need to get ready to leave tomorrow. Also, on the bus, on the way here, we went by a Marks and Spencer, like a big one, like has clothes and departments and all that, and I was like, why did I not know that there was a Marks and Spencer's here in Nicosia before it was closed? Because I have to leave tomorrow before they open, so I'm not gonna be able to go. Probably for the best, because like I would have needed to buy a suitcase for all the stuff that I would have gotten. But maybe next time. Okay, crossing a street, not getting hit by a car, and hi, Christmas. Baked feta, fajita, and chicken and fries. You know, like just all the carbs and wine. Okay, turns out my memory card had no more space, and I'm not gonna bother trying to buy a new one for like 3 more hours in Cyprus. I'm filming on my phone. This is the last day in Cyprus. Let me take this down. Cypress trees in Cyprus. Classic. Gotta love it. I am checked out of the hostel, packed up. I stopped at the bakery one last time to get some stuff for lunch. My flight's at 1 p.m. and it's just like a weird time lunch-wise, so I just grabbed some stuff instead of having to buy stuff at the airport that's going to be 3 times as expensive. Like I got another pie, surprise, and then 3 mini spinach pies and a little thing of Smarties, and altogether that cost me $5.50. I'm gonna miss Cyprus, price-wise at least. But now making my way to the bus station. I'm gonna hop on a shuttle bus to the city of Larnaca. Larnaca? I think it's Larnaca, I'm not sure. But once I'm there, I will then have to take local public transportation to get to the airport. Fuck it, even a taxi, survivable. And then the trip will be over. So let's all just enjoy the blue sky while we've got it. I don't think I'm gonna film anything at the airport unless something crazy happens. So I'm gonna call this a preemptive signing off. Goodbye, Cyprus.